Hey guys, welcome back to Geek Space. Today we've just gotten a ton of new info about Helluva Boss Season 3 from Level Up Expo. We've got release dates, episode details, and a full trailer to break down. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's start with the trailer. It opens with Millie comforting a clearly shaken Stolas, reminding him that he saved them, which immediately cuts to flashbacks from Mastermind. In Mastermind, Blitz is put on trial, but Stolas steps in at the last second and takes the blame. That decision costed him everything. His status, his power, and basically his entire life. We then get this really emotional shot of Stolas sitting alone on a bench, crying. And in the background there's what looks like the graffiti from Mission Zero, which is a nice callback. Right after that we see a more dressed up looking Octavia, looking back like she's reacting to someone or something. Millie then tells Stolas that she could never fully express how much his sacrifice means to them all. And that line really sets the tone for this whole sequence. We get this great group shot of Millie, Moxxie and Luna looking over at a stunned Stolas. And even Blitz is there, looking especially angry for some reason. Then we see Blitz actually sitting on the bench with Stolas, comforting him. That alone is a pretty big shift in their dynamic. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think my heart can take this season. And it's followed up by a really sweet moment. Millie tells Stolas that he's one of them now, and you can see him actually start to smile. Next, we see a battered Blitz stepping through a portal, holding a plant. And yeah, he definitely makes his presence known. It also looks like he's coming back from some kind of dark forest, which could hint at where that mission took place. Blitz then casually asks Stolas who they're killing today, and Stolas responds by saying a human celebrity. And honestly, I really like this. It feels like we might be returning to that classic mission-based format, instead of going fully into the heavier, drama-focused storytelling that we've seen recently. If that's the case, then we could be getting an episode similar to Cherub, where they target the famous inventor Lyle Lipton. So we might be getting more of that chaotic, episodic energy again. Next, Moxxie worries that the target might be someone from Broadway, which is a pretty great meta joke. Then we cut to Millie on Earth, wrangling what looks like a crocodile, while wearing a cowboy hat, which honestly just makes the whole shot even better. After that, Blitz shows up in a completely new outfit and sunglasses, descending from the ceiling on a rope and spinning around. I genuinely have no idea what the context for this scene is, but it looks chaotic in the best way. And then we get a really fun moment with Fizzarolli and Blitz, speeding around in a car together. Fizz even says to buckle up, Buxo. It's just great seeing these two actually get along. Their dynamic has come a long way, and honestly, they're one of the best duos in the show. Next, we get what looks like a younger version of Stolas, possibly a teenager, getting up, clearly excited to see Vassago. You can tell this is a younger version of Stolas because he's wearing a different outfit, and he closely resembles that portrait we saw back in Season 2. And based on the setting, they also seem to be in Stolas' palace garden, which was last seen back in Full Moon. Then Vassago conjures a massive ball of light, but it actually starts as a symbol on the ground, which suggests this isn't just a simple spell. It looks like some kind of summoning. We don't know what he's summoning yet, but either way, it's really interesting. And honestly, it's just great to see Vassago again. He was such a great character that got so little screen time. Then we get another shot of Vassago leaping through a room filled with gold and riches. This really feels like part of a musical number. It's got that big, grand spectacle the show usually goes for during its songs. And since it's already confirmed that Vassago's getting a song, this could very well be part of that sequence. After that, we see Blitz and Moxxie fighting in what looks like a karaoke room, which raises the question, could we be getting another Blitz and Moxxie focused episode? Maybe something like a low-stakes, chaotic hangout day that just spirals out of control. That would actually be really fun to see. Then we get this awesome shot of a Robo-Fizz smashing down onto what looks like a massive, layered wedding cake made of other Robo-Fizzes. This version of Robo-Fizz also looks different, almost like he's some kind of leader variant. He's got a unique outfit, 4 clown-like prongs, and even a hat with an apple on it. That design actually kinda reminds me of Lucifer from Hazbin Hotel. There might be a bit of visual inspiration there. Also, his face looks damaged, which could mean this is the same Robo-Fizz we saw back in Lululand, just rebuilt or upgraded in some way. We then cut to a flashback of Millie swinging her giant axe directly towards the camera, followed by a smooth transition into her cutting someone clean in half. And yeah, Millie does not look happy here. After that we see Blitz in his office screaming, "What?" Clearly something has gone very wrong because he looks absolutely furious. Then we cut to an angry octopus-like judge, slamming her gravel down in court. This could potentially be connected to the custody situation involving Octavia. Maybe we're finally seeing the legal side of that conflict play out. Then we cut to a short scene of Stella shouting "No," clearly very agitated and emotionally charged. Next we see the penultimate shot, of Blitz likely after giving Stolas a ride towards Androlphus' ice palace. Stolas wishes him luck, but Blitz responds that he doesn't need luck, because he has skills. Immediately followed by him reversing straight into another car. So yeah, great demonstration of those skills. One interesting detail though is that Blitz is wearing the exact same outfit as the earlier scene where he drops in on a rope. That strongly suggests that these two moments are from the same episode, and that actually gives the earlier scene some new context. It could be him showing off or rehearsing how he plans to infiltrate the Ice Palace. And finally, we see Luna telling someone that those losers gotta stick together. She appears to be in the gluttony ring, specifically at Beelzebub's party again. Now this could be her talking to either Bee or Vortex, but my main theory is that she's actually speaking to Octavia. With everything going on, it would make sense for those two to start spending time together. We've seen them interact before, and even the official merch pairs them up quite a lot, which adds a bit more weight to that idea. So it feels like the show might be leaning into that connection more going forwards. And that wraps up the trailer. Honestly, for something so short, there's a lot to unpack here. But we're not done yet, because there was even more information revealed at the con that we still need to go over. So let's start with the episode count. It was confirmed that Season 3 of Helluva Boss will contain 15 episodes. That's actually huge, especially for an indie animated series. Most shows like this usually sit around 8 episodes, and even Season 2 of the show only had 12. So jumping up to 15 is pretty significant. This is honestly really exciting, because it means they've got a lot more room to develop the story, flesh out character arcs, and avoid feeling rushed. As for the release schedule, they're no longer releasing episodes in the traditional way. Instead of episode by episode, the season will be split up into 2 parts. Part 1 is set to release in fall of this year, so sometime between September and November. Then Part 2 won't arrive until 2027, which is a long wait, but hopefully it'll be worth it in the end. Personally, I really hope they release episodes either 1 a week or 2 a week. It helps keep the hype going, and honestly makes it easier for creators like me to cover each episode without everything dropping at once. In conclusion, I'm really excited for Season 3 of Helluva Boss. It feels like it's been a lifetime since the last full episode, and this new season looks packed with jaw-dropping animation, huge set pieces, and emotional moments. Basically everything that makes the show work so well. Vivzie has even said that this is her favourite season of all, and honestly, I can definitely see why. Alright guys, we've reached the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. But now, I want to know what you think. Are you excited for Season 3? Do you think it'll be the best season yet? Let me know down below. But anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!